absolutely made up, and I cannot believe like how much we got these for. It's like insane. Welcome back to the £10 game collection, where we try to build an entire game collection using just £10. This is episode 6, and in episode 5 we even managed to bag ourselves a complete inbox Nintendo GameCube just for £50. However, that left us with hardly anything left in the pot. If you want to go back and check out episode 5 or any of the other episodes, then you can check out the entire £10 game collection playlist. And if you don't want to miss out on future episodes, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. So this is the £10 game collection so far. We have got other stuff actually. These are the games. We've obviously got the Wii U console. We've got the PlayStation with the GunCon. We've got the DS Lite as well. Those things are in other places. The DS Lite is actually in use by my wife. She's enjoying that for now. But I'm looking to sell some games. A quick look. I think we've got to get rid of these Nintendogs, that's for sure. And Pet Vet. Let's get rid of these Xbox games. We don't have an Xbox to play them on right now. And let's get rid of Max Payne as well. Let's see what we can get for that. So with hardly anything in the pot, I still couldn't let it stop me from checking out Facebook Marketplace to see what potential deals were out there in case we did manage to flip the GameCube or anything else and get some more funds into the pot. And in my searches through Facebook Marketplace, I did find what looked like an awesome deal on some Dreamcast games. Now, Dreamcast games are notoriously difficult to find, and this was 18 games that were originally selling for £200 but reduced to £140. Now, £200 is what I reckon these should go for normally, so £140 seemed like a great deal. So we started up a conversation with the guy, and straight away he told me he also had a copy of a pretty rare Sonic game on the Dreamcast as well, and asked me if I was interested in that. I said, sure, let me know what you want for it, and he said, you tell me a price. Now, if somebody's going to ask me to tell them a price, I'm going to lowball them. Of course I am. So I offered him 50 quid. And he came back with, are you having a laugh, mate? And now that is one of my pet peeves. First of all, on Facebook Marketplace, it doesn't mean you just throw courtesy, respect and politeness out the window. You still want to be polite with people, especially if they're potentially buying £140 worth of games from you. Second of all, if you're not willing to put a price out there yourself, then be happy that you're going to get lowballed, mate. At the end of the day, for him to go and sell that game at CEX, he would have got about £50 to £60 anyway, so it wasn't a ridiculous lowball. And if he wanted to get more than that, then he should just be selling it on eBay. But I was still kind of interested, and I was asking him about the games, and I said, if they completely inbox all of them with the manuals, then I'm definitely interested. And he had a look, he said he was going to check them all out, and he came back to me, and Power Stone was in the collection too, which was a pretty decent game I was after. But he said Power Stone had no manual and no game disc in it. So at that point, that was kind of like the final nail in the coffin for me, and I just thought, I'm moving away from this deal. Now you let me know, guys, what do you think? Do you think this was a great opportunity I should have snapped up even for the personal collection, or did I do the right thing in turning my back on this one? So I moved on from the Dreamcast game collection and started looking at some other options, and I found another amazing deal. Again though, remember, we have no money in the pot, so this one had to be something I looked at for the personal collection. Now this is something I'm interested in. This one, I'm thinking about this more for the personal collection, but like I said in episode 5, I'm still going to show you stuff that I get in the personal collection if I think it's awesome or a really great deal, just because I think it's fun to see that stuff as well. Now I have an Xbox Crystal in my personal collection. It was in great condition when I got it, but the disk drive failed, and I've tried multiple times to fix it. Followed all the instructions online, everything, it's just not working. I think it just needs a new disk drive. And basically it's been sat dormant in my IKEA shelves for probably about 2 years now. Anyway, I saw this Xbox Original Crystal, Microsoft no controller, £25. That's not bad, because I reckon I could get this and I could sell my broken one for parts for around about £15, so I could get a replacement Crystal Xbox for about £10. But wait, it gets better than that. The same seller is selling this right here, a PS3 console for £70, but it's not just any PS3 console. It's a backwards compatible PS3 console. And who's this guy again? This is a guy we've bought from more than once now. We got the, what did we get? We got the SNES from him, we got the PS1, the Nintendo Wii U, and I'm confident now this guy, for some reason, does great deals. He seems to want to sell stuff at trade-in value of CEX. So the price, the money he would get trading in these items into CEX, very few people do that. I've never seen anyone do that. People always want to sell stuff at CEX sale price, but he's happy to do that. So I said to him, would you do a deal for the PS3 backwards compatible and the Crystal Xbox? And he said he'd do them both for 80 quid. That is freaking amazing. I mean, the PS3 alone, 120, 130 quid on eBay, I'd say. You know, that in itself, even if I decide to flip it later on, that's making money. And that means that I've got the Crystal Xbox for a tenner. And then, like I said, if I sell my other Xbox for parts for about 15 quid, basically I'll be getting the Xbox for free. How awesome is that? On the way to pick up that PlayStation 3, the backwards compatible PlayStation 3 bundle, and the Crystal Xbox. And I thought I'd just say, right, this is the thing I think I always struggle with as a collector, and the thing I'm trying to overcome to help with the £10 game collection. I always struggle to buy items I've already got, anything I've got duplicate, even if I know it's something I could flip and sell on. I always struggle to do that. Like, even now on the way to getting this, the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox Crystal, because I know I've already got one of these PlayStation 3s, there's still a little bit of like hesitation in my mind. Like, should I be bothering getting this? Even though it's a great deal, even though I know like my PlayStation 3 could like literally kick the bucket at any time, and it would be great to have that backup. Even though if I decide I don't want to have it, I could sell it and make more money. There's that mindset of mine of like, I've already got one, why would I buy another one? And that's something that I'm trying to overcome, and I think something I've realised when it comes to the £10 game collection that will really help grow the collection more. Another example is, I keep on seeing, I've seen so many Xbox 360 deals, and especially when I had one in the collection like a few months back, around about episode 3 or whatever, when I had that in there, I was always looking at these deals and thinking, well, I don't really need an Xbox 360, thinking about buying it purely to have in the collection as opposed to something I can flip to make more money and get something else with it. But yeah, I mean, like the Xbox 360s, I think those are some of the best deals available right now, especially bundled with games. They're the best and cheapest deals I can find on Facebook Marketplace. I do find some of these awesome like ones that pop up, like the GameCube that we saw in the last episode. And with these pickups now, even though these ones aren't going into the £10 game collection, it's still amazing deals to find. But the ones I see consistently at a decent price are the Xbox 360 ones. Here we go, we just got them. We got the PlayStation 3 full fat with a controller, looks pretty good. We'll get this stuff all cleaned up and take a better look at it in a minute. And we've got the Xbox Crystal. That's just my own little personal pickup in there. It was in the car. So yeah, we'll get this stuff cleaned up, take a look at it, see what we got. And don't forget, this isn't part of the £10 game collection. This is just personal collection stuff, but like I said, when the deals are this good, I just want to show them on camera. Check these two bad boys out, guys. I'm absolutely made up with these, in fantastic condition as well. Check that out. I love the Xbox Crystal, and it looks so good on the shelves as well when it's reflecting the lights. Absolutely glorious. And now we've got a working one back in the personal collection, and we have another Xbox full fat. No! There we go. Let's see if we can change the lighting so you can see. So it's got all the inputs for the different kinds of media, which is the first sign of it being a full fat. And then also, if we carefully turn it around, man, these are two heavy consoles, these. So we turn it around and you can see there it has Chech CO3, which means it's a PAL full fat, full backwards compatible PlayStation 3. Let's sort out the focus there. Come on, focus. There we go. Check it out, guys. Absolutely made up, and I cannot believe like how much we got these for. It's like insane, absolutely insane. You can see my full fats down there. Oh yeah, and also we actually got, where is it? Got a controller as well with it. and it's the, let me sort out the light in a second, and it's the DualSense version as well. So you can get so there's two types of PlayStation 3 controllers. There's the DualShock 3, as you can see there, it's written there, DualShock 3. And you can also get the 6-axis. Now that's funny actually, that says DualShock 3 and 6-axis. I think there might be 3 kinds of controllers. You'll have to let me know, guys, because I've got, in my personal collection, I originally had DualShock 3 6-axis, right? But this one doesn't have the motors in. And I can't remember, I think I replaced the front of this because I was modding it, and I think I wrecked it. So I think that's a different case on the top. So 6-axis with no DualShock motors in there. And then I have this one, which is my original. There we go, yeah. So this says 6-axis. Now this is getting confusing, isn't it, guys? So this is a DualShock 3. Only a DualShock 3, no 6-axis motion. This is a 6-axis with no DualShock. Now this one, came with the bundle, so I don't know if they've modified it, but this says DualShock 3 and 6-axis, so I don't know. You let me know, guys. Do you know what's going on with these PlayStation controllers? I thought there was like 3 different variants, and now I'm starting to confuse myself. But hey, check this out. I modified this one, and it's got a blue light. I was trying to make it look a bit Tron-like. I like the look of black on blue, whereas this is the original red lighting. Oh yeah, and also, traditionally the PlayStation logo doesn't glow. But my PlayStation logo glows, oh yeah. Anyway, I'm psyched with these. How cool is that, crew? Now I am absolutely psyched at those 2 pickups. I'm a little bit bummed that I couldn't make those into the £10 game collection, but I'm still absolutely psyched they made it into the private collection as well. And this just goes to show the amount of deals that are available on Facebook Marketplace for you to find. And I do particularly think this is a great time of year to start looking for deals, because after Christmas, not a lot of people are buying stuff, but a lot of people are trying to get rid of stuff to try and build up their financial situation again. And this was a gold mine of a find for me, because these are 2 items I've been thinking about getting for a long time. I needed a replacement for the Xbox Crystal, and I've always got that worry in the back of my mind that my PS3, the full fat PS3, is gonna kick the bucket at some point. Now I want you guys to tell me, what do you think? Should I keep this full fat PS3 as a backup? Bearing in mind that if my PS3 does kick the bucket, it is a right pain to transfer all the games over anyway. Or should I sell it and try and build up a bit of fun so that I've got the money in my pocket that if it does kick the bucket, I can try and repair it? Let me know, guys, what would you do? Now we've started to shift a few things on eBay, but still the GameCube hasn't shifted yet, and I'm really eager to get that thing sold, because the money that can bring into the £10 game collection, we can take this collection to the next level with the kind of deals we can find. Nevertheless, I'm still hunting, I'm still finding, trying to grind to find something to get into the collection to either bulk it up or to find something amazing to flip to get some extra money. And once again, Facebook Marketplace seems to be my friend. This seems to be the place where I'm finding so many amazing deals.
Hey everyone, I was searching through Facebook Marketplace again last night, and I found 2 awesome deals. First one was this PlayStation Move, 2 controllers and 3 Just Dance games for 30 quid. PlayStation Move, you can sell a single one for about 30-35 quid. Each of those games may be about £5 to £10 each. So I reckon there was about 60, 70, about 80 quid maximum, about 8 quid's worth of value there. I was really keen on picking this up because I know the Move controllers sell quick on eBay, but the listing had been there for 10 hours and I literally just missed it. The woman said someone's just picked it up, so gutted about that. However, we did also find a Nintendo Entertainment System, £50. So it comes with the £2, 3 games, works perfect, well looked after. Collection from not too far away. One of the games in there is McDonald Land. I don't know what the other 2 are, but even if I didn't know what the other 2 were, even if it just came with that game, 50 quid is an absolute steal for this. Now I caught this at 2 hours of it being listed. I've sent the guy 3 messages now. The first 2 I sent last night saying I could pop over in the morning, and I sent one this morning again because as it shows on like the Facebook Messenger, he's not even seen the messages, or at least he's not clicked on them. So my fear is this is sold already. Such a good deal. I think this probably sold already, but my fingers are crossed. I'm going to be checking this out throughout the day. I really hope we can do this. I hope we can get an NES in the collection. That would be amazing.
Now, I'm absolutely gutted the PlayStation Move controllers went. And to be honest, that's not the first time I've seen PlayStation Move controllers go pretty fast on Facebook Marketplace. As soon as they pop up, they usually price low and they usually shift pretty fast. Now the NES, unfortunately, I did finally see that the guy had seen all the messages, sent in one more message, and he just has ignored all of them, which tells me he's either not interested in selling it or it's already sold. I don't know what the situation is with that, but I'm gonna have to just forget about that one and move on, which is a real shame, because getting an NES in the collection with some games would have been amazing. And it would have been really exciting to see what those other 3 games were in the list and that weren't in the picture. Could have been some bangers in there, but we'll just never know. Quick update for the personal collection, guys. My broken for parts Xbox sold for £15 on eBay. And not only did it sell, it sold to somebody in the US who's paid $60 in postage for this. I mean, I don't have to, it doesn't come off my back that, I just send it to eBay and they do the international shipping, but they've paid $60 postage for this. Which begs the question, are these worth a lot more in the US? Because, I mean, like, they're not that expensive even brand new. Well, I say brand new, sorry. They're not even that expensive working. And this is a for parts one. So he asked me what the problem was. I told him it's the disc tray. He asked for pictures. I showed him, and it is in absolutely fantastic condition. But he's like, yeah, I'm buying it. Thanks, mate. I just wished I lived in Europe. And it's like, sure. He's like, make sure you package it up nicely, and I will. But it's just like, I'm amazed. I'm selling it for 15 quid, and someone spent $60 in postage for it. So these must be worth quite a lot in the US. Now, as you can see, this week is really turning into a dry week. Yeah, we got some stuff into the personal collection, but the £10 game collection hasn't seen any movement whatsoever apart from a few eBay sales. And this is the way it goes.
That's the way game chasers go. That's how it goes.
You're not always going to have killer weeks. You're not always going to have fast movement in eBay, and you're not going to always have the funds to get these amazing deals that keep popping up. Or sometimes you're just going to be a bit too slow for them. And this week just goes to show that. But you can't lose faith. You've got to keep on finding new ways and new avenues of trying to find those games and trying to find those deals. So I went to a little bit of a different tactic with this one. So I've decided to put this Facebook post out there because a few months ago, actually, no, I think it was about a year or so ago, maybe even 2 years, a mate gave me a whole stack of PS2 and Wii games along with the consoles just given to me, and I did an episode about it a couple of years ago. And it just made me think, if I got that nowadays, that would have been amazing for the £10 game collection. So I'm putting this post out there. We'll see if anybody has anything they want to get rid of, and let's see what comes of it. Now, we're going to see what turns up with that, and I have had a few responses from a couple of friends, and we're going to see if there's any deals on the cards for any of that. But I got to be honest, the replies have been pretty slow. I guess maybe when you put stuff out there, people think, oh, hang on a second, maybe I can sell this stuff if this guy's doing it. I don't know, but maybe it was a big mistake. But you got to try what you got to try, haven't you? With not a lot going on, I'm starting to look at other kinds of deals. The kind of deals where you've got to put a lot more effort into flip. Because this is the thing, right? Sometimes you can find these really great deals where on paper, you can completely double your money. But the effort involved to do that sometimes isn't worth it with the amount of stuff you're going to have to sell, package up and clean. Sometimes it's just not worth that effort. It's nicer to get one item that you can turn into a big ticket item as opposed to, let's say, 20 items that are all kind of small increases in price but will eventually get you to that point. That's a lot more effort. And this next deal that I found on Facebook Marketplace exactly sits in that ballpark.
I keep looking, I keep finding awesome deals, and I'm really tempted to pull the trigger on this one. £45, there's over 50 games here, complete in box. You can easily double your money on that, but then I'm thinking the amount of time it's going to take to list everything, to package everything up, to sell it, I don't know. It's just not worth the effort, I don't think. It's a great deal, don't get me wrong, but you got to think about the effort involved as well, and I just don't think this one's for me.
Now you can see we are really struggling this week, guys. It's become so difficult. It's almost like the karma of last week's episode where we got some amazing deals has been balanced out now by this completely dry week where nothing is turning up, nothing's turning out, we're not finding anything and hardly anything's shifting. But it's not the end of the story. Because like I'm saying in this episode, you've got to keep on finding new avenues, new ways, and new things to look to flip. It's not just all about the games. It's about getting games in the collection, But how you get there is a totally different story. And in this next clip, I heard about a local office that was just getting rid of all its office supplies. So we decided to pop on down there and have a look at what they had available. Now, I wanted to take my camera in there to film, but I felt a bit uncomfortable. There was no one to speak to, and I didn't know what their rules were in terms of filming in their office. So we decided to only film after the fact. And as you can see, we got ourselves 2 monitors. Now these 2 monitors look to be in pretty good condition, and from what they told me, everything was working.
You know, it's kind of funny because it's not normally something I'd ever really think of. Like there's been situations in the past where the office has been getting rid of stuff and it's been like, what do I need for home? And I get just what I needed. But then I was thinking, like, you know, buying games for 50p, trying to make an extra £5 here and there in the £10 game collection. It'd be crazy, absolutely crazy to not consider taking something free and try to sell it. I mean, I reckon those monitors could probably sell them for about £20 each. If I got that kind of like, if I found a game that was, let's say, worth £20 and I saw it for sale for 50p, I would be like, awesome, I'm getting that. Like, heart racing, struck the jackpot. And there we go. 2 monitors ready to go in the £10 game collection for now. Technically gaming items, you know, if we were collecting PC gaming stuff as well, which we're not, we're console focused on this one. But hopefully that'll get us a bit closer to some awesome retro pickups. And especially on a week like this week, when it's been really dry, and like there's been so many opportunities on Facebook Messenger that I've just missed, or you know, some of my pet hates of people's behavior on Facebook Messenger have crept up and meant that I've not got the deals. So yeah, keeping a dry week a little bit fresh. There we go, the 2 new monitors added into the game collection. I've got them both listed on Facebook Marketplace for 30 quid, but to be honest, I'll probably be looking to reduce that price pretty soon if they don't sell. As you can see, they can up quite a bit of space. I don't really need them at all, and I just want to shift them, get some money in the account as quick as possible. So stick them at 30 for now, see how they go. Lower it to 20 if I need to. Boom, that did not take long. 1 monitor gone already. Yeah, 20 quid in the bank. Let's see how long it takes to get rid of this one too. I knew this was a good idea.
So there we have it, crew. We got something in the £10 game collection, even though it's just a couple of monitors, and one of them flew away straight away. I had a good feeling about these. I thought these were going to go pretty quick, and we already have a little bit of extra money in the £10 game collection. Now I'm going to look to shift that second one as quick as possible as well. But from now on, I really need to try and find a way to shift this GameCube, because I'm telling you, as soon as that goes, or as soon as we can get some more money into the account, we can definitely start getting some amazing killer deals. Now, if you've enjoyed this episode and you like content like this, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you do not miss out on future episodes. Once again, thank you for watching, and see you next time.